We are getting the day started with a qualifying draw that features 3 teams, homestanding Seef, Lugano, and the Skyliners, all for a spot in the big dance, the main draw, which will feature our 12 teams competing for this 2025 crown again from the beautiful city of Manama here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. Perfect weather conditions, slightly breezy just off the bay, but just how we like it. And the stage is set for the players to put on a big, big show. So, some of you are new to 3x3, that is okay. Better late than never. Glad to have you here for the final. Let's get you introduced to the rules of 3x3 before we move any further.
This morning, one will advance to the main draw.
Yo, what's good? My name is Kyle, aka the voice of 3x3, and if for some reason you see one of the rules of 3x3, it's time to tap in. Class is officially in session. So on our half-court, we got 2 teams of 3 players with 1 additional substitute on the bench. Yo, what's up, sub? Can I check in? In 3x3, even the ball is different. This is the official Wilson right here. Trust me, it's groovy, baby. This game is pedal to the metal. In this game, we score by 1s and 2s. Anything inside the arc is worth 1. Anything outside of the arc is worth 2. Still got it. And this game is all gas, no brakes. Literally, after the opening check ball, play is continuous. Make or miss, offense turns to defense, just like that. This 10-minute sprint is just getting started. We'll see you at the top.
All right, you have got your lesson on how the game of 3x3 is played. Now, how about a history lesson on all of the previous winners of the World Tour Final dating back to 2012. It was the Puerto Ricans of San Juan who captured the first World Tour title with the late, great Andy Corky Ortiz. Brezovica of Slovenia won in Istanbul. The next year, Novi Sad began the first of a record-setting run. Ljubljana took the crown from Slovenia in 16. Then Novi Sad cemented their dynasty with 3 straight 17, 18, and 19. Riga proved best in 2020. Lehman got it the next year. And then Oob go back-to-back before our last winner. Of course, the defending champs here at this event, Amsterdam, Rabobank, Worthy, De Jong and company. We'll see them once we get to the main draw. It's been a long year. 16-city tour before arriving here to the final. It all started in late April with a Miami win in the opener. We had 4 different Masters winners to start the season with Raul Alvarez, Toulouse, and Oob winning titles. Oob win a record 6 straight from Marseille through Lausanne. Took a stranglehold on the top spot in the league at that point. Lehman won in Ulaanbaatar. Vienna joined the party bonds. Miami got a second. Surprise teams like London, Lugano, the Skyliners got dubs as well. So an interesting run to get here to the final. Here are your top 5 earning squads. Money, 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 money. Man, that's some serious bread, over a half milli.
Yes.
Over a half milli for the Serbs. I guess, look, they earned their money this year. They were the most active team on tour. And I think most people consider them the favorite coming into this World Tour final.
I mean, look, how can you go outside of them with 6 wins on the year? They have to be the favorite, although their last turn-up in Bucharest, they didn't turn up.
Yeah.
They were out in the pool. So that is an interesting start to this campaign, although we got to get the qualifying draw out of the way first, of course, with Seef, the Skyliners, and Lugano. 2 of this year's winners feature in this qualifying draw. Think about that.
Yes.
Both Skyliners and Lugano have won a Masters this year.
That is exciting indeed. Seef homestanding So they got the nod by being the host team, and they're just trying to crash the party. And 10 minutes on the game clock, you just never know what will happen, but they are heavy underdogs in this qualifying draw to see who will emerge and make it to main draw Pool D. Who is it going to be that joins Toulouse and Lehman? We're going to find out. Game one getting set up. Here's how the teams match up numbers-wise. Not much of a comparison. A Seef team that struggled putting a cookie in the cup this year. And the Skyliners coming on strong late season. They look poised. It seems like this QD is going to come down between the Skyliners and Lugano. That's what it seems like. But let's just say Seef put together their perfect 3x3 games. What does that look like for Seef against, first off, the Skyliners?
I mean, without disrespect, I think that looks like scoring like 14 or 15 points. They average 11 on the year. If they have an extreme perfect game, like an extreme situation, it would have to be Al-Musawi and Hamid hitting shots from the outside, Shakrala doing his work under the basket, them catching Skyliners by surprise, but that would have to be a magical run. They have not won a game on the year.
Yep, and it has been a rough go for them. You look at the Skyliners, who finished the regular season with a 12-11 record, averaged just shy of 19 points a game. Defense could use some work. They gave up about 18 and a half. 7 appearances, and again, the second half of the season, we start to see things come together for them. First, a second place finish in Debrecen. That was the beginning. Then a win in Abu Dhabi where we saw the young lion. The Leon King is what we call him now.
The Leon King, yes.
Leon Fertig, get MVP there. No better stage than this one for him to take that next step into stardom with this Skyliners
you know
team.
he wants it. You know he wants it because the guy's always hungry. He's always looking to grow, to get more experience, to get better. So he is going to show up for this one. I can guarantee you that.
All right, well, Seef is showing up. A short trip here to the venue for them. Defending home turf. Will they get their first win of the season at the World Tour Final? Well, the time is now. They got some skill. Sadiq Shakrara. He'll come into this one locked and loaded, ready to go. Biggest issue for this team, as Syed Hamid makes his way to the floor, has been the offensive output. 11.5 points a game. That is typically not going to get it done, and they got to take care of the ball as well. Almost 8 turnovers per. They clean up those two things. Well, first off, the turnovers.
Yes.
They clean up the turnovers. They hold on to a possession. Maybe get some shots to go down. Maybe they put the Skyliners to the test. Maybe.
And look, I think what we've seen from Seef this year is that they have grown into this game of 3x3 in the sense that they've started playing more consistent basketball. They've shown more 3x3 action instead of just playing one-on-one. So that's, I guess that's the redeeming quality for them this season. As an added twist, the Skyliners have been in Bahrain for the last week and a half to prepare. Guess who they practiced against for that time?
Seef?
They've been going up against Seef for the last week and a half. They know each other very well.
What's happened in those practices? You seem to have inside scoop.
Well, I don't know. I didn't get that. They wouldn't tell me.
Well,
maybe good stuff, maybe bad stuff. We'll see.
But you know what? Those practices were also probably pretty vanilla. I doubt that the Skyliners were running any of their real.
With Leon Fertig is vanilla?
No, probably not. It probably had some intensity, but the Skyliners don't want to show their cards and tip their hand. While it's competitive,
at least they've gotten a feel for the opponent. They've gotten a feel for what they can expect from Seef. They have played on the season one game.
There's Malik Kalujawecki and Big Gill of Team Lugano. They turned those IG pictures into T-shirts, it seems. That's pretty cool. We'll see Lugano after this one. A couple of fans starting to make their way here into the venue. And the qualifying draw is almost set to get underway. Only one team emerges to the main draw of the 3. Every possession is precious. Official Alex Salasainen and Marek Marashevsky officiating this opening QD game. Homestanding Seef and the Skyliners out of Germany. DJ Lads on the spins. Noah Lads on the mic. Boz Rosendahl, Kyle Montgomery here with you. Let's get it going. The QD underway. 2025 World Tour Final. Let's get it. The Leon King. A Wimbowe, a Wimbowe, a Wimbowe. Vertig. He will hit his first deuce of the game. Al Musawi will miss everything. Quick clear. Vertig on the run to the cup. He'll get there, and that will go.
Flex on him. Come on, you got to get a flex in after a bucket like that.
Vertig, catalyst early for the Skyliners. You can tell that the Skyliners are not going to take Seef for granted. They're on attack mode from the very outset. 3-zip to start. Vertig at the strike. Vertig, no sir. Shakrala with the clear. Hamid, ISO gang working on Crop. Tough defense from the Skyliners. Forces Seef into 2 tough shots in the opening possessions.
Skyliners have come out really sharp. They are looking to set the tone and set it early. I think that's the way to approach a game like that, looking for T getting through the contact. But really, though, this is a game where you want to get everything right just to get ready for the next one, which is going to be probably the most important game of the day for them to start with. Because if they win this, then they have to go up against Lugano that might be for a spot in the main draw.
But you know, sometimes teams fall into that trap. They kind of get lulled into going into cruise control against a Seef team that hadn't won. We talked about the stats. And they come out into a game like this, maybe not as sharp. That has not been the case for the Skyliners, as they will advance and lead to 4-zip. The Mountain, Boz Rosendahl alongside. The voice of 3x3, that's me, Kyle Montgomery, the QD, underway from the Kingdom of Bahrain. Shakrada. It's a shot clock violation. It would have been a travel if not that.
I like the idea, though. The pick and roll action is what they could go to. They have some sides in Fahad and Shakrala. That's a potential for some scores.
Stefan Kojic starts some nice ball movement. Vertig on go mode. Gentle touch as he lofts that one up and in. 5-zip Skyliners. And stolen away. Kevin Bryant. Back to the Leon King. Leon kicks it out. Stefan Koya.
That's a good sight for Skyliners fans. The chef's already hitting shots.
That one goes off the glass like a reflection. And maybe Seef need to do some reflecting.
Oh, no.
I'm starting early today.
Oh, man.
7-zip. Meantime, Skyliners pick up their first foul. That was on the shot. Hamid up to the strike. And Seef are still not on the board, but apparently Skyliners touched it last, so Seef will get another crack at it. But a 7-zip start. Skyliners, who won the Abu Dhabi Masters about a month ago. Nice look. Great find underneath. Seef is on the board. Kojic to Crop. Look at the extension. He is long.
Wow. How'd he get that one to go? That was a difficult look. Left hand, right side of the basket while falling under the rim. All right.
Crop's got to be, what, 6'6"? His wingspan is ridiculous.
He's like 6'7" with a 7'2" wingspan at least.
That one airmailed. I should mention it is windy. I'm not certain it had anything to do with that shot, but the truth is it is windy.
You are right. You are right. And that's going to pick up during the day, too. Look, we are still in the early hours. As soon as the sun sets later on the night during the main draw is when the wind is really going to start to pick up, and that is going to affect some games.
Yeah, playing off the bay here. Well, it is beautiful. It does present some challenges weather-wise or conditions-wise. The weather feels good.
It does.
Skyliners leading by 7. Crop puts it up in the air. Hits the heel of the rim, tracked down. And Seef will keep it going. Kevin Bryant, too handsy defensively. Third foul on the Skyliners. Skyliners had a chance to actually earn a trip to the main draw, but suffered a loss to Amsterdam in the quarters of the regular season finale. Subsequently, now they got to fight their way in. I know that Kojic was upset about it because he understands that no matter who you play in the QD, you're always at risk.
Yep.
And even if the Skyliners pull this one out, it's going to come down with that game against Lugano to decide if they play for a World Tour final title or not.
And look, not to give them credit already, but their season's been great. Think about it. They were outside the picture on last year's World Tour Finals when they were still Team Dusseldorf.
Yep.
And now they're in. I mean, of course, the addition of Stefan Kojic helps, but they've had a great season in my book.
And Fertig continues to count it up. Al-Musawi, he'll head it off. Uh-oh, that was a creative dribble attempt, but that is a textbook travel. And we headed to our first TV timeout. The game is gone as most expected. A dominant start by the Skyliners. So they try to sprint to 21 before the horn.
Yeah, this game could be over soon. Think about it. Seef has given up 9 points in just over 3 minutes. This could be a race at 21, and that race could end way before the limit if it keeps going like this, especially if the Skyliners find their touch from range.
Well, there's a learning curve for Seef. Not much experience on this team in 4 World Tour events this year. Their best finish was 10th. Obviously didn't win a game, but there's some growth still coming for them as Crop will miss it. Kojic up top. Nick on the run. Lost his footing. Short on time with 3 to shoot. Crop to the left, Had
the right idea of creating contact. Just didn't finish well.
Get it on the inside. Sharp hook is going to go. Hassan Fahad. Kojic. No hesitation, too strong. Kojic has not shot a high percentage from 2 this year, which is shocking. Uh-oh, in and out. Oh, Crop couldn't finish it off. Fertig keeps it alive. Crop will get another chance. He blows it again. Now he's going to try something a little closer range, and he's going to smoke that one too. 3 misses followed by a make from Crop.
That's the interesting wrinkle to this game is the fact that overall the Skyliners, they started hot with a couple of 2s, have not hit one since. This is the type of game that can get your confidence down. There's only detractions in this game, right? So you're kind of expected to win.
Yeah.
You're expected to do well. If you don't shoot it well, your confidence drops. If you don't finish well, your confidence drops. It's a matter of trying to keep that momentum instead of losing it.
Nice rebound inside, but no bucket to speak of for Seef. Now Fertig gives it up. Fertig pulls up from 2 range. A force attempt, doesn't touch any rim. So a shot clock violation. And substitution is made. Koya in, Fertig out. Al-Musawi will get a rest for Seef. 5:15 on the game clock. Game number 1 of the QD from Manama. What I do. Join in wherever you feel like, boss. What you do.
It's the first time you got me singing all year.
I gotta get it started. 6-point game. Bryant. Kevin Bryant. You don't see him do that much. A man that's averaged 2 a game this year.
Yep.
He got his 2 just then. Biggest lead of the game for the Skyliners at 8. Koya turns the corner, goodbye. So just like that, Skyliners regain. Well, they always had the momentum.
Oh, yes.
But they hit a little lull there. Nothing that a 2 from Kevin Bryant and a layup from Chef Koya can't solve. 9-point advantage. Al-Mosawi. That was a comet. A falling star from Al-Mosawi. Kevin Bryant, oh, look at the extra pass. Oh, my goodness.
That is ridiculous.
Sharing is caring. That is apparent with the Skyliners. 14-6. Tough attempt. Won't go. Got some activity off ball. Like Fatigue getting tied up. But what a display the last couple of possessions. First, it was this step back from Al-Mosawi. And then the display of passing from the Skyliners. Fatigue lets it fly. No good. Fahad will get it to Hamid. Is that pass or shot? Whatever it was, it's a turnover. Media timeout, 3:38 left, 14-6.
It's been the Skyliners game through and through. And again, I'm looking for them to catch some rhythm. The only one to hit a 2 in the last few minutes has been Kevin Bryant. Fatigue started him off with a 2. I think that rhythm is going to be important, right?
Yeah.
Again, this is a team that's built on confidence, based on momentum, but mainly works a lot through pick and rolls with Kevin Bryant and Nicholas Kropp for rolls and pops. If the shot's not falling, those rolls and pops are becoming like moot. There's no effectiveness in that pick and roll because teams can just drop back and stay away from the 2-point arc. So you need them to hit some shots to kind of get that confidence going. Or this is a sign of the fact that we just didn't have a non-shooting day today. That could be it, because the breeze does affect games.
I think it's going to be a recurring theme throughout the day. That's just the nature of where we're at. Anytime Fatigue is hacked, that is going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. No play on the ball whatsoever. So Fatigue's going to shoot a couple after stripe now. Musawi a little bit frustrated, but you can see he's got a fistful of Fatigue's jersey. And maybe a little contact with the forehead too there at the end of the play. So Leon Fatigue, man, he has struggled from the free throw line, not just in this game, but on the year. Fatigue just over 60% from the free throw line. You need better than that from your guard. (14-6), it'll stay. So a behavior warning on Seef. Good to see Seef still showing that passion.
Look, they are athletes, right? They want to be they want to compete. We don't might they give them a large chance to win, but of course they've come here to try to get an upset going.
Sure. I like the fight. But once reality sets in, they're going to realize that this one is not going to be a winnable game. As the Skyliners advance it to 15-6. The effort's there, though. And credit to these guys who, you know, they got 9 to 5s. You know, they'll commit to 3x3 while working, you know, their regular job, so to speak. So they don't get as much practice time. But, you know, their commitment to the sport has shown some growth this year, but hard to compete with teams like Lugano and the Skyliners at this stage in the season, playing for it all.
Yeah, agreed. But again, this is valuable experience for them. They are going to be featured on the tour over the next few seasons, I believe. I mean, they've dipped their toe in this year. I think they're going to come on more as the years progress, right?
They'll
They're
be
going to
better
keep
next
learning.
year.
They're going to keep getting better at it. So for them, this is valuable experience, the highest level in 3x3 that you can play in the pro circuit, and they're a part of it.
Well, they're up to 8 points now. Kojic will save it. Crop gallops left. Kojic somehow gets it to Fertig. How in the world does that play work out?
Wow.
That looked disastrous.
I'm sure they drew it up that way.
Crop dribbles it. Kojic sees the ball slip out of his hands. He was actually trying to pass it to Crop.
Yes, and it slipped.
It goes to Fertig, and he gets it to go off one leg.
Well, you know, sometimes you got to get that.
That's just ridiculous, man. 19-9, brother. Fertig had a chance to end it. But he goes off iron. This one on the brink of coming to an end. Skyliners 2 points away.
I like this. There's a discussion on the baseline between Krop and referee Telesanen. Krop is trying to tell him that it went out of bounds off of Seef, who got the possession out of this whistle. And then referee Telesanen was, did you check the clock? You can challenge. And he was like, okay, I'll challenge. That was nice. I like that. That's a good. Look, I always like when referees use the conversation to keep the game flowing in a positive way.
Gex gave him a little reminder. And Krop exercises his opportunity to challenge that. And we'll find out if he was right or not.
And again, for the first time viewers here, call on the floor is red ball. The evidence has to be 100% clear for them to overturn this, right? So you have to have definite proof of the fact that it went out on Seef to give the ball to the Skyliners. This does not look like clear evidence to me so far.
Yeah, from our angle here.
Footage unclear. Yeah,
okay. Right on time. Good explanation. Footage unclear. So call on the floor will stand. It'll be red ball. Seef refusing to go away quietly. Al-Musawi. There's a look at that athleticism. He's more than just a shooter. Al-Musawi, we saw hit that step back two earlier. Now getting to the rim. Krop will take the package delivered from Chef Koya. Point game, Skyliners. Shakrala, easy bucket. And Seef.
They get to their season average.
Yeah, they get to the season average of 11. So, stop laughing. But this one's going to be done. Krop, oh, beautiful pirouette. Krop will put it away, 21-11 before the horn.
He'll put a crop on it.
Oh, my God.
It's early still.
Skyliners run away with it. Not a big shock there. Seef will have one more go at it. Not to say that they're out of it, because in a three-way tie scenario, well,
we'll get to that if we get to that.
We'll get to that if we get to that. But they'll get a brief rest before we continue the action with Lugano stepping on the court here against Seef. And we'll see if Seef can somehow shock Lugano. They're certainly going to get their chance. That's coming your way just a couple of minutes from Manama, Bahrain.
This is it. Hitting one. Oh. And here we go. Oh, so close. Bro, I still like going. He's persistent. I like that. That's called work ethic. I love it. Yes, don't give up. Don't give up. One home. And all right. Yeah, we got
All right, we are getting set for game number 2. We just saw a runaway victory for the Skyliners against Seef. Now the homestanding squad has had a chance to get about a 10-minute break. We'll see if they come out with a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more heat against the Lugano HANDONG team, which Boz mentioned earlier were Masters winners this year in Macau. The MVP, Andres De Leon, locked and loaded, ready to go with the king, Wes Montani, Malik Halujawecki, and the OG, Big Gill. Trying to do the same thing the Skyliners did with Seef, which is make easy work of them. Last game, Boz, I said, what does the perfect game for Seef look like? And they didn't quite produce that one.
Nope.
The challenge will not get any easier for them in this one, so let's talk more about Lugano. What's the goal for Lugano outside of getting a win? How do they want to win this game?
They want to win this game by getting Andres De Leon going. Think back on their win at the Macau Masters this year. He started slow in the pool, and he really found his touch and his rhythm in the knockout rounds and started being aggressive, getting to the basket, creating his own shot, and getting buckets. And that is what they'll need, because this is a bucket-getting team, right? It's going to be Malik Halujawecki, Andres De Leon, operating in space, sometimes with a screen, but possibly and most often out of isolation. Those guys can really go. I need to see Andres De Leon sharp in this one. That's what I need.
Okay, Andres, the issue. De Leon, the dynamic guard in red. Seef will come out in the black tops and red bottoms this time. Back to Lugano for a second. We talked a lot about Seef and some of the struggles this year. They're a work in progress. But for Lugano, nothing sexy about the way they play, right? But they give teams trouble, right? Not an explosive offensive team. They rebound the hell out of the ball.
Yes.
And a good defensive team. But there's not going to be any, 21-10 blowouts where they hit 5-2s. That's just not the way they play.
And I think for them, they're a team that usually plays down to the level or up to the level of the competition they face, right? If they play a good team, they'll play hard, they'll play sharp, they'll go. If they don't play a good team, they have they sometimes tend to get stuck in these lulls where they just play it slowly, don't come out fully focused. I'll say this, though. The lineup they have here with Halujawecki, Montani, Bikramjit Gill, and De Leon is by far the best offensive rebounding team in all of 3x3. They average 9 offensive rebounds per game. They're already best rebounding team here.
Yes.
On average, they get around 7 offensive rebounds, but if they add Gill, that ups to 9. That means they get a lot more possessions.
Well, they're not trigger shy. I think the fact that they shoot twos on nearly 60% of their offensive possessions leads to a lot of those offensive rebounds, right?
Yep.
And that's a guy that collects them. King Wes Montani, he's the mastermind, the foreman of this roster. Also founder of Thrix. Make sure y'all check out Thrix. They help players and teams find their way into 3x3, find the right route into the game. I think it's a great thing that Thrix is doing. So King Wes, an ambassador for the game and a player at the same time. And not a bad player at that. 6 rebounds a game this year is what King Wes is averaging, 3.5 points a game. They are ready to roll. And he cuts his own hair, boss. You knew that, right? Montani, he's a barber. He cuts his own hair.
Well, we might need to hit him up later today.
I guess that explains why his fade is a little bit crooked. It's a little bit higher on the right side than it is the left. I don't nobody tell him I said that, but. Here we go, game number 2 of the QD from Manama, Bahrain. This time it's Lugano's turn against Seef. Seef's only chance to have any chance to get to the main draw is here and now. They got to win, and they got to win big.
Well, it's going to have to mean Al Musawi going off. We saw some offensive spark from him. If he can deliver on his shots, if he can deliver on his drives, they might stand a chance. Doesn't help throwing the ball away on the first possession, though.
Couple of Olympic whistles to officiate this contest in Yasmina Yunus and Najib Chashadin. This for a spot in main draw, Pool D, by the way. Moultrie will receive it inside. Big set him up for the score. Al-Musawi, that's the man to keep an eye on in black. He'll get to the crib. For Seef, so important for them to avoid getting in a big early hole. We've seen that all year long. They get down 6, 7, 8 points early, and the game is over almost as soon as it starts. But
yeah, they don't have the offensive firepower to come back from kind of a deficit like that. But what's already apparent is the fact that the offensive rebound is working in Lugano's favor already. Oh, well.
What you worry about with Seef, they've had their share of offensive issues, but their success is going to be predicated on how well they shoot it from distance.
Yeah.
And on a day like today where you got that win right off the bay here, that is not conducive for a team that likes to shoot a lot. Certainly works in the favor of a team that will punish you inside like Lugano. In any case, Olujiweki puts it up into the wind. De Leon, the Macau MVP, makes it 3-1. Shakrala, pass is broken up.
The space Seef is finding is in the mid-range. They're just not taking the shots from there. Shakrala here forced a pass into a crowd, but he was kind of open for that mid-range pull-up.
Should have took it.
Yeah, but it's a difficult space on the court, right? Because 3x3 is a game of extremes in the literal sense of the word, where a lot of the shot volume you'll see is centered around layups, dunks, and twos.
That was extremely short, that last shot attempt. There's Big Gill's action earlier. 2-point lead for Lugano for now, trying to get the rock to the issue. Azris, dime delivered. Big is going to pick up the foul on his way up, so he'll head to the line. We were talking about Bikram Gill last night and reminiscing about the old days.
Oh, yes. When he played
for Amamatsu.
Amamatsu. Delhi. He's been on so many teams, man. Delhi actually made it to the World Tour Finals in 2018. Him, Inder Bin Gill.
Oh, yeah, the general. Yeah, and 16 actually, they went to the final in Abu Dhabi.
As Hamamatsu, no?
Yeah, as Hamamatsu. So 3x3 OG. He hasn't shaved his beard from year one. That's a fact.
Yeah, well, I can see that.
He got to be careful. He might step on that thing.
I wish I could grow a beard like that.
We aren't all so fortunate. The bearded king to the other king. He will keep it alive. West still quick off his feet at 37, 38.
Think about the evolution of Bikram Gill, too. Remember when he got in the game, he was more of an outside threat. He would handle the rock. He would get screen set for him. I mean, he was always kind of that hybrid build, right? But
yeah.
He was more of a shooter back then, too. He's strictly an inside player and a screener nowadays. But he's adjusted his role well because he's been around the game for so long.
Yeah, he's evolved. He's matured. He's accepted his new role on a new team, Lugano, this year, and has contributed. His numbers have not been bad. Just a couple of appearances on the World Tour this year.
Yeah.
5 points, 4 rebounds.
That's what he needs to do.
De Leon, ISO game. Has he? He said, get the heck out of his face. Never mind. Got to finish that. You messed up my bar. Moultrie, no. And should be Lugano ball. Mhala up top. Shout out to my wonderful wife, Cecilia, back home, up early watching with my baby girl, Zaya, and the 2 puppy dogs.
There you go.
Smoke and Shiloh, they get a shout out too. Even though they've been tearing up the yard recently, I'm not happy about it. Oh, flotation device on the baseline. Hamid. Good hands, Big. Gets it back. Man, it's a rebounding exhibition.
Yep.
But a lot of it is just because they're bigger than most teams on the inside. They just tip it right back to themselves and,
They're
fresh
gonna try
opportunity.
to impose that size on teams, and especially here on Seef. Just again, though, I see everybody driving to the basket. It's De Leon is getting to the cup, Gill's getting to the cup, West getting to the cup. I would like to see some outside shooting from Halujaweki and De Leon, though.
Well, I don't think you're going to see much of it in this one. Play to their strengths. They want to. The quicker they get the game over with, the more rest they get before having to face off with the Skyliners.
No, I agree, and you want to play to your strengths, but at some point, especially with that matchup in the Skyliners and coming up in just a bit, you want to try to unlock at least one or two two-point shots, just to get your touch.
Big thought about it. So did Motini.
I don't know about that pass.
I like the idea of that pass.
Idea was good. The execution kind of lacked there, but all good.
No, I think that was Big's fault. He didn't get there. He didn't get to the spot.
Okay. All right. Really, though, this is what we expected, right? Lugano has come out, attacked the rack, imposed their size. They're featuring West under the basket, Big Gill under the basket, and they're just going at Seef's throats through their sheer size. De Leon hit a two. That's kind of one thing I wanted to see. He's gotten that. Malik hasn't gotten going.
I didn't even realize that he hit that too. Forgotten about that too.
Yeah, me too.
6-point lead for Lugano. Out of our first media timeout. Early start to the day. Qualifying draw action before the main draw. Main draw set to start this afternoon, 3 o'clock local time. Hamid, little strong, couldn't finish the leg. Quickly kicked to the issue. Over to M. Holla, 2 for $1. Halujaweki will get a rest. Second deuce of the game for Lugano, not having any issues with the win so far.
This is a good sight if you're a Lugano fan. They got everything going.
Seef, we're going to throw it away. Ball security's been an issue. Al-Musawi gets a clean look, but it still won't go. And Gill takes a shove in the back. Actually, he's the one doing the shoving. So the foul attributed to Lugano instead. There's another look at the left stroke from Halujaweki, who's quietly put together a really good statistical year. More on that later. In the meantime, Shakrala on the interior.
Fahad got that bucket.
Yeah, and Fahad actually, with the bucket. You knew Bick was going to put one up. He's not shot it well from two.
No.
But he still likes to shoot them. Al-Musawi, no. Oh. West gets 2 rebounds, but he doesn't come away with the Wilson. 2-piece from Shakrala goes, but West wants to challenge. Was cleared. Oh, no, it was a challenge that was over 1 or 2. Oh, from
Actually, toeing the line there.
From that angle, it looks like a toe's on the line.
Yeah.
But from that angle, it looks like it's clean.
Ooh, you're right.
And from that angle, what was that? So there's the angle. There's the camera work.
I think that is actually a 2.
That's a 2 now. See?
Yep. Wes out here at the timeout communicating in 15 languages, by the way. I heard some Italian, I heard some Spanish, I heard some English.
It's a multicultural Lugano team.
Yes.
That is a 2. So even Boz and I both thought that would be rule of 1, but it is indeed a 2-piece. Another look. Shakrala from the corner. 6-point lead, Lugano. But Seef showing some life in this one.
I think it's also because of this style that Lugano plays, right? Look, they are trying to get you with size, but they're a slower-paced team. They don't go through too many actions, and I think Seef gets confused, as most inexperienced teams do, when there's more action in a possession, when there's more screen, more movement. Lugano, they feature one screen and one thing only, the basket. Try to get to it.
Al-Musawi taking it at Halujaweki. Al-Musawi is fouled. He'll go to the line. Al-Musawi with one in front. Trying to make a game of this. Got to make their free throws. Margin of error for this Seef team is already slim enough.
Yeah, agreed. They got to get every single chance at a bucket. They got to convert.
Oh, nice connection between De Leon and Gill. Oh, step back from Al-Musawi. But he hits nothing but oxygen. And he needs some oxygen. Going to get a breather. Both he and Halujaweki. The bearded king to King West. And De Leon, easy work. A late season recruit was De Leon by Montagny. Gonna go play some 5-on-5 in Dominican Republic after the World Tour final. Still getting it done at 41 years old, De Leon. Shukrala, scoop de doop, won't go. Big. Mhala. Foul on the inside, holds up the play. The issue. All eyes on Adris, and he will find Montagny easily on the inside. 9-point lead. Floater in and out, won't go. Montagny, where in the heck is he throwing that one? Last connection from De Leon to King West and a 14-5 blowout. So with 3:56 left, shout out to DJ Mike Lewis, who says that Seef ain't safe. And that is true. Thank you, Mike Lou. I got a giggle when I read that. Seef ain't safe. I'm not sure that they ever were.
Look at this play drawn up, though. The rub screen for De Leon and then the lob to Gill. I like the way Lugano is playing here. They drawn up some new stuff on offense. .351 left in this one. Some of the main draw teams here checking out the action live. I see Team Toulouse in the building. And Fahad. He showed me something.
Yeah, he's been a bright spot for Seef. But not a whole lot they could do with the interior force that Lugano presents.
Yeah, Fahad has shown us an area of moves. He got the two. He's got a couple hook shots to go down. Oh, come on. Give us the photo.
That's my little
I saw that picture of your baby girl on the phone. I need to see. Oh, my goodness. That is cute. That is cute.
Yes, indeed. 2 months old. Zaya. It's pretty easy on the inside for Lugano. 16-7 is the proof. The issue. Up top to, yeah, what he said is right. I don't know if you heard what Alujueki just said. He called on the Lord for that shot. Holy crap. 16-8.
Well,
that time won't go for Fahad. De Leon. M. Hala. As if the last shot wasn't bad enough.
well, if
Sometimes when the wind is going, you just got to say, all right.
look, if these last two games have told me anything, is that the two ball is going to be elusive today.
Yes. Seef trailing 16-9. Alujueki will try a closer range attempt, but sees that shot wiped away because of a travel. Just over 2 minutes left, second QD contest. Things setting up just about how we expected. Some of the highlights in this one, there's the two-stroke from Fahad. Made a couple of plays on the inside as well. Just not enough balance really for C. Lugano poised to turn it up here in the last couple of minutes. They want to end this one before the limit. Breaks over. Back to work. Big lead for Seef to erase if they want to make this one interesting. Oh, nice adjustment midair. No layup. Well, Lugano know better than that. Alujueki was screaming at the top of his lungs that it wasn't cleared. They shot it anyway. They got to work on their listening skills, boss.
Well, sometimes you get caught up in the excitement.
They waste the possession. Al-Musawi. Nope. And that rim protection from King West.
Just look at the bruising physical presence, man. As soon as they clear the ball, it's West or Bick carving out space. Look at West out there. He's just manhandling dudes. He's got Al-Musawi on his hip and just walking backwards into position. Al-Musawi's forced to foul. There's 2 free throws for West. Free throws so far, though. Slight issue there. But I think, again, even that shows me that the wind is really a factor here today.
I knew you were going to blame that on the wind.
Yes.
I don't think the free throw misses.
Well, you blamed your own misses earlier today on the wind, so you can't not blame it here.
Listen, the public didn't need to know about my misses.
Oh, sorry.
All right?
Your makes. Sorry, your makes.
Thank you. But wind aside, come on. Molteni finds the spot that time. Second one won't go. 90 seconds left in this contest. Out of bounds, that one will go. Substitutions made as Gill will step out. Alujueki is back in. Alujueki, if you don't succeed, try again. Third time's the charm for the top of the key.
Try again.
I'm telling you. He finally gets the 2 to go. And 19-9 is the result. Molteni trying to add to it. That time, West's fancy pass actually reaches the hands of a teammate. And De Leon will reach the free throw line. He's got 2 in front of him to close this one out. If he can contend with the win.
That man is a pure bucket getter. The adjustment midair, taking the contact. He wanted to finish the shot as well. I like De Leon's game, man.
Man, he's got that Bronx gritty Hooper style.
And he'll talk to you during it. That is what we like out here, though.
He's from New York. De Leon Yes. One more and we can put this one away. And De Leon goes glass to finish things off 21-9. Lugano get it done before the horn over Seef. So no home cooking for Seef this time as they will bow out here in the QD with 2 losses. It comes down between Lugano and the Skyliners, which will decide who goes on to main draw Pool D. Of course, Lugano's going to need a rest before we get to that final game in the QD. So they will step aside, and so will we, for about 10 minutes. 11:10 local time is when we're set to check ball for the deciding game for the main draw, Lugano and the Skyliners. Join us again here in about 10 minutes. We'll get you set for that one. In the meantime, enjoy the highlights. Big win for Lugano.
Once again, shout out DJ Last, making the last once again. Official DJ Tokyo 2020 Olympics, Paris 2024 Olympics. You're witnessing the best of the best here in Manama, Kingdom of Bahrain. And of course, a big shout out Manama Capital Governorate and Boss Rosenthal, the Mountain. You can hear him live doing the play-by-play on the broadcast. The first shout out to the fans in the stands. What's up, y'all? Thank you all for being here so early. We appreciate y'all. coincidence. They both won their first game, so this is going to be a tough one, man. Yes, it's going to be whoever wins this game will advance to the main draw. And once again, Team Skyliners winning World Tour this year in Abu Dhabi, and Team Lugano HANDONG winning in Macau 2025 as well. So both of these teams have a World Tour win this year. This is what it comes down to here for a chance in the main draw. How do you feel it? I'm feeling good, man. Very excited. Very excited. What else do we got? Oh, beyond that, we also have, after our qualifying, we're going to take a little session break, and then we move on to the main draw, which starts at 3:10 p.m. for game one. But before that, we also have the shootout competition qualifier. And once again, we are witnessing the best of the best here in Bahrain as we're going to cap off this 3x3 season with some fire. More than that, we also have some world-class performances happening here on the half court. FIBA 3x3, more than just a sport, a celebration of lifestyle and culture. And who we got? We got freestyle basketball, world's #1 freestyle. Yes, #1. We got Panthers, Aura. Yes, Aura. And loving the Aura here in Manama.
Breeze here at the Bahrain North Harbor as we get back to the action, and this is the game. This is the one that it comes down to. We expected it. Skyliners and Lugano both with blowout victories over homestanding Seef. And the winner will head to main draw Pool D. Here's how they look by the numbers, but Boz, how do you think they match up?
This is, if you look at this, you can clearly see a difference in the amount of games played. Like the Skyliners featured heavily on the tour this year. We saw them from the start to the finish. Lugano, not as much, but in the games they played, they were pretty sharp. Not with this lineup. Weirdly enough, they only played one tournament with these four guys on the floor. But, as mentioned before, this is their best offensive rebounding lineup. And in a gusty Manama right now, where the wind comes in unexpectedly from all kinds of angles, that is kind of the team you want. You want a heavily focused team on rebounding. You want a big squad that can score under that basket. So I think they have a shot, but they're going to go up against the Skyliners that have Leon Fatigue that already scored 10 points in their win over Seef. He's already cooking. Stefan Kojic, the legend, out next on the court, and he was distributing the ball mainly. But I think it's a nice matchup because Skyliners is a pretty good offensive rebounding team themselves. They're second in offensive rebounds to Lugano in the field here in Manama. They're third in rebounding in the field here in Manama. So they're up there when it comes to the best rebounding teams on the year, especially the ones that made it out here to the finals.
This is kind of a random number I wanted to throw at you. When it comes to possessions in the league, the average is about 32. Lugano, the Skyliners rather, average 35 possessions per game.
Yep.
Does that number mean anything?
It does. It does. That means they play with a lot of pace, and it does mean they try to get a lot of shots up on you because they're not off from the field in the sense of shooting a lot of twos or shooting a lot of ones. About 51% of their shots, which is a little bit above average, but not much, come from the two-point arc. But it does mean with the amount of deflections, blocks, and rebounds they get at least 3 or 4 extra possessions. That's 10% more possessions than other teams get. That's a lot.
Yeah, and re-looking at my my numbers here, boss, actually both of these teams coincidentally average 35 possessions a game.
Yep.
Yeah, here comes Lugano with King West. Skyliners, plenty of rest after their opening victory over Seef, so maybe the fresher of the two teams. Lugano's had about 10 minutes to get set for this one. Again, the winner goes into main draw Pool D with Toulouse and Lehman.
And it'll be interesting because these teams have not played each other at all this year, right? They don't really know each other, especially because Lugano is a pretty new team. The Skyliners added Kojic, of course, changing their whole dynamic. So they're going to have to feel each other out in the first few minutes. And again, it's going to come down to which team can unlock the two ball, because we know they can rebound. We know they can go to the basket. We know they can play pick and roll or feature mismatches like Lugano does. That two ball has been so elusive today because, again, the gusts of wind coming into the venue. You never know when the wind is going to hit. We talked to Malika Lujawecki before the game, and he said the first one was on the line. I shot it. It was good. And then the second one, I shot it with the same feeling, and all of a sudden it just turned to the left.
Yeah.
And that is going to become a huge factor here because, again, the Skyliners have one of the best shooters of all time on the squad in Stefan Kojic. On the other hand, Lugano, Malika Lujawecki mainly, but also Adres de Leon, they work in space, especially if they get their shots going, because you have to respect that, and then they can attack you.
Similar numbers for both teams with their outside shooting this year. Both a frigid, maybe not frigid, but not great either. 25% from beyond the two-point arc. There's Montanese special lady in the crowd, sending her energy to her mans.
Something to keep an eye out here for the Skyliner squad. I dug up that, look, they feature a pick and roll with Kevin Bryant heavily, right? In losses, they average 3.7 key assists. In wins, almost 5.
Wow, big difference when they're moving the ball around. The Wilson finds its way to Chef Koya, but he can't land a two-piece. Montani setting the screen for Imhala. Lujawecki in, threads the needle. And will set up Montani at the free throw line. My synopsis on this game, it's a battle of small ball, right? Two teams whose strength is obviously the rebounding ability on the glass, punishing players on the interior. I think that actually favors Lugano, size-wise, physicality-wise. If it does turn into some kind of shootout, I got to give Chef Koya and company the advantage. Vertig with the quickness. He's denied by the bearded king. Quick ball movement up top to the issue. Can they address the issue? Yes, they can. Crop, third in the league in blocks this year. You can see why. Vertig kicks it out to Nick. He pulls the trigger. It's a misfire. That's going to count, I believe.
Wow.
So Vertig, a part of the cleanup crew. Right place, right time. They'll get a follow and a foul. Vertigo had 10 points in that opening win against Seef. He's averaged 6 a game this year, and it's continued. He struggled at the stripe today. We're going to blame some of that on the win. But normally a 74% free throw shooter.
Yeah, he's missed about 3 of them already, and all of them have been laser shots, going straight at the rim, no arc on him, because he's trying to avoid those gusts of wind.
Yeah, you're forced to think about it. The long-range shooting elusive in this one. That's because you can't really predict when those gusts of wind are going to show up.
And Lugano usually, or Skyliners, usually live at the free throw line. They have 5 free throw attempts per game, which leads the pack here.
Nice fake and make from the bearded king. One-point lead early for Lugano. Chef Koya. Crop with the jab step. Crop, no!
Ooh.
King West, thou shalt not pass. Who goes there? Montani meets Crop up top. I think not.
The King just vetoed that shot.
2-1, back to it. Big Gil. Oh, Montani sent flying. Two teams that don't typically lack on the defensive end. Bucket's going to be hard to come by. De Leon, look at that board from Montigny. Keeps it alive. Montigny better get out of the paint. He does that. ISO. De Leon playing with his food. Oh, but he smoked the layup. Gets it back. But they didn't clear it on a change of possession. If it did change possession, that's what's in question.
I think Fatigue got a hand on that. Whether that's control of the ball is now in question. Lugano do challenge it, I believe. Do they?
Oh, no. Fatigue never possessed that. Fatigue never possessed that. I think that's going to be a bucket for Lugano. Yeah, Fatigue got a hand on it, but never fully possessed the ball, in my opinion. So there's the miss off the iron. No,
down. Yeah,
no, that's a bucket.
He never got a full palm on it. I think that's what they count, right? One hand with your palm on the ball and kind of looking like you have control. Yeah, there you go.
Yep, basket
Jones,
counts.
well, that is a smart challenge by Wes Montigny.
Fatigue being defended by M. Holla. The Leon King. Kicks it out. Crop with the jab tap. Still attacking. This time showing a finesse. Two veterans, Koyich and Montigny getting physical. It's a foul on the Skyliners. They got 4. Lugano lead 3-2. 2 minutes in. Montigny now running into trouble. Crop will steal it away. Swung right to the Leon King. Fatigue drives, kicks. Crop's got to put this one up into the wind. Bottoms from the right wing.
It's a big shot, but credit to Leon Fatigue for pulling in 2 defenders with that hesitation. Crop had all the time in the world.
Oh, they can't address the issue. De Leon evens the game, 4-piece. Crop. Oh, nice move from Crop. He keeps Montigny on his hip.
Crop is getting to it.
Crop doing work for the boys in blue. Big Gill trying to use his size against Fatigue. Turn around when I'm talking to you. The bearded king after the turnaround makes it 6-5. Fatigue assessing the Lugano defense, turns the corner, puts his foot on the accelerator, and will get the bucket to go.
That hesitation is lethal. We've seen it twice already this game. He's good for mid-range, so you got to respect that shot. And if he just jerks a little bit, he gets all the space in the world to drive. Takes contact on that one too, no call, but does finish the layup. Skyliners up 1 now.
Yeah. Competitive game. Winner will go to the main draw. Pool play begins at 3 o'clock local time once we finish this one. But somebody's season is coming to an end. We hear the final horn. Nick Crop off to a hell of a start for the Skyliners. Seen him get better and better this year, Nick Crop, especially second half of the season. Crop averaging 4 points, 3 rebounds this year, 30% from 2. De Leon trying to get rid of Kevin Bryant. Hides behind the big screen. Chunks the deuces. Won't go. Crop up top, Koya. He's been very judicious in his shot selection. And De Leon, look at his arm. De Leon running to a screen. And looked like his arm went limp.
Uh-oh.
And he is down.
That's a stinger. That's gonna affect his play. It might actually be like a shoulder that's dislocated or something.
He has not moved that right arm, and he's leaving the court. Haven't even seen him try to bend it.
See if he can come back. He went into the tunnel. There goes a lot of creativity for Lugano.
Oh, I'm telling you, Andres De Leon off the court now, so Lugano playing on with 3. And the Bearded King converts the score on the inside, evens the game up. Kwok is a man on a mission. Krop more effective when he's driving to the rim as opposed to settling for twos. Now Kojic, nope. Extra effort from Kevin Bryant, who out-hustles Montanini. Look at that play from Kevin Bryant.
Kevin Bryant's the ultimate hustle player, man. He will get your team extra possessions. He will go for the 50-50 balls, and he gets them here. That is heart. It's all heart.
Plays like that don't show up on the stat sheet, but they are big difference makers. May I have this dance? You ain't got no choice. Crossover set up beautifully by Fertie. Lujuweki forces that too. Won't go. And Montanini will get called for the foul underneath. Number 3 on Lugano. They trailed us by 2. And still awaiting word on Andres De Leon on whether or not he's going to be able to come back or not. Did not look good, though, the way he was nursing that arm. Meantime, that was short-armed by Kojic, but the offensive board sets up the Skyliners for another chance. The Leon King. No go. Right back out.
Skyliners have actually dominated the glass in the last few minutes. Have gotten every rebound. I guess the best rebounding team in the field.
Ooh, bag work. Bag work from the Leon King. 3-point advantage for the Skyliners.
Lugano looks a little bit rattled, right? Their game plan is not working. Their inside heavy basketball is so far not that effective, and they've lost one of their better scorers in Andres De Leon so far. He's not come back out of the tunnel. How do you respond, right? This is the biggest tournament of the year. Can you find it again? Can you come back in a game like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you got to call Malika Lujuweki's number. De Leon, their best offensive option. I don't think there's a question who's the Skyliners' best offensive option has been in this one. Nick Kwok.
Well, you better call him Saint Nick at this stage of the year. I've never seen him this confident. We know he's worked on his game, but he is looking very comfortable out there.
He is delivering. Saint Nick indeed. 11-6. And Lujuweki will miss fire. This is where Lugano have to be careful not to let this game get away from them. No substitute. They need to make some plays like that one. The steal and the deal. And De Leon has made his way back to the court. We'll see when he re-enters. Krop. Not that time.
He wants to get back on the court right away. De Leon back out in the pitch.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see how that arm's holding up.
He's just non-shooting arm, so we'll see how he does. Meantime, Krop trying to mix things up defensively. He's everywhere. Lengthy on the defensive end, pokes it away. That'll leave 5 seconds for De Leon and company to get a bucket up. De Leon, ISO game. Crossover, pull up. Little long on the 2 attempt. Fertie wasting no time. He'll kick it out to Saint Nick. And it won't go.
I heard Malika Lujuweki yell at his teammates, that's like 5 rebounds we didn't grab, and he is correct. They are not winning the battle of the boards, which is surprising. Again, Lugano is the best rebounding team here in Manama, and they're losing the rebound battle to the Skyliners right now, who are getting their hands on everything. They are first to the spot. They are more focused. They are sharper so far, and they're getting presence from St. Nick.
You know what? St. Nick is nice. We're going to go with cream of the crop. Cream of the crop. That's what he's been for the Skyliners in the 11-7 game.
guess he'd have to show a little bit more beard if he was to be considered St. Nick.
Yes, for sure. I'm not sure the man has a beard. But he might have himself a win if they keep playing like this. Kojic lines up a two-piece. Somebody's missing a shoe.
It's Bryant. He was still playing defense. He didn't even know he lost
That
one.
would be Kevin Bryant. He's going to change the tire and then get back on the road. Skyliners lead by 6. 3:39 left. Kojic, who's been quiet in this one, connects from Tulane. All passes off target. Tracked back down by Chef Koya. The Leon King on the drive. Up top to Krop. Krop. He'll miss it, but ball stays blue. 3:20 and counting up top. Kojic past the defense to the crib. Big lead now for the Skyliners.
They are playing surgical. They are just getting to their spots, and they are running Lugano off the court right now, 14-7.
Man, the defense for Krop has been almost as impressive as the offense in this one. He gets the steal, leads to another Kojic lay, and the wind is starting to leave the sails of Lugano. 8-point difference. Down to the post office. The King will draw the foul. He'll shoot one.
Yeah, Lugano is going to try to fight themselves back in this game with sheer ones, but the way they're playing defense is concerning, right? They can't get stops, and even if you get scores from either the free throw line or just from one, that's not going to be enough to erase an 8-point deficit. They're going to need to dig deep and find their defensive identity again.
Can't stop the bleeding at the free throw line. And to make matters worse, it's Krop on the drive, and that time he's denied by the King. So Molteni showing some fight. The defense is there. The offense has left something to be desired for Lugano, standing at 7 points with 2:30 to play. Krop late in the shot clock. Get a foul underneath, and I believe that's going to be on Lugano. It's called on Beek. Vertigue, ball fake. Denied. Bearded King says no.
It's a good defensive stance.
Molteni overpowering Kojic inside. But Lugano got a lot of work to do. And they're short on time. That'll be number 5 on Lugano. Reaching called on Hulujuweki.
It's been Nicholas Krop's game, and I know we've gotten the 2 nicknames already this game. But with a wingspan like that and range like that, shouldn't we start calling him the Crop Duster?
That's not bad either. Yeah, but if you're the Crop Duster, that means you got to be spraying.
Yeah.
The jumper hasn't been like that.
Okay. All right.
Not, but
if he really finds a stroke, maybe.
then he's the Crop Duster.
All right. For now, cream of the crop.
Back to Nick. Oh, watch your pockets. Molteni with the thievery. De Leon. Bottled up with 2 to shoot. Lockdown defense. Kojic, target practice, 2 ball, no. Minute 30 to go. Lugano got to start putting some 2s up with the quickness. They give him the layup. A 3-possession lead still remains for the Skyliners. Kojic. Oh, Krop will get it to go, plus the foul. Krop continues to harvest buckets for the Skyliners. 16-9 and a chance to add more. Oh, don't freeze it there. That was, I think that's the effective dagger right there. That bucket right there from Crop.
I think it might be, yeah. All the Skyliners have to do now is guard the two-point arc, not give up any long-range shots. They can make it a battle of ones, and they'll still come out victorious with this amount of time on the clock, as long as you stop the twos, which have not gone at all for Lugano in this game, by the way.
And I think the Skyliners were considered the favorite to come out of this QD anyway.
Well,
I'm not sure.
My prediction model had something to say about that, but they were, close.
Scrappy Malik Kujawecki makes it 16-10. Not out of reach for Lugano yet, but it is a far cry. Fatigue, no. Six of the Skyliners. As a matter of fact, both teams with 6 now. So after the miss, Fatigue gets 2 hands. Oh, big. That was his chance to get a bucket inside. Good defensive play there from Kojic.
Yeah, it's the disruptions, it's the deflections. Skyliners have Lugano playing out of rhythm. They've guarded the two-point arc well. Their game plan has been perfect.
40 seconds left. Goya, no. Lost a handle on it.
That was a good play, though. Multiple screens, a lot of time off the clock. I think that was the main thing. A good look for Koya, but he missed it.
Yeah, no bucket, but a winning play for the Skyliners. Using that clock with 28 seconds left, putting the pressure on Lugano to get a look for 2. That one reset. Olujuweki, no. And the picture is becoming clear for Lugano with 15 seconds. Their season, first season as Lugano, will be coming to an end here in the QD. They got a great platform to build on with this squad. Again, kind of players rescued from kind of coming back to the game was a big deal. And Andres De Leon's first season. Olujuweki, who's been a journeyman, seems to have found a home here. But they will not find themselves in the main draw. Skyliners put together a hell of a game. And Nick Crop with one of his best performances, if not his best performance as a 3x3 pro. As the final horn will sound, it is 18-11 officially. Skyliners advance to the main draw. We'll see them in Pool D, where they will compete with Toulouse and Lehman. Somebody's happy. Lugano and Seef do not advance. So the Skyliners get the last ticket to the big dance. I hope they brought their dancing shoes. They'll play for it all here at the World Tour Final in Manama. Beautifully played game, and Nick Crop, man, if he continues like this, Skyliners could be a problem in Pool D.
Yeah, definitely. Well-played game, well-executed game plan, and a spectacular Nick Crop in this one for the Skyliners. And again, what I've liked most is I think a lot of teams have zoned in on the fact that Kojic and Fatigue, they can shoot, right? I think that's a given. They're now starting to use, and Crop as well, by the way, they're now starting to use that hesitation. When they catch, they show kind of a ball fake, and then they get driving lane after driving lane after driving lane because teams are biting on that fake. I think it's a great new ad.
Well, I tend to agree with you.
That's good.
I tend to agree with you, but this is the Nick Crop show, all up in the highlights. Skyliners can thank him And it's offensive, not just his offensive effort, but his defensive plays as well. Huge for the Skyliners to get that victory. So highlights for you to enjoy. But our main draw is now set. Check ball for the main draw begins at 3:10 local time. So a nice midday break for y'all to go and enjoy. We've got about 4 hours before we get back to the big show. A competitive, well, pretty competitive last game, at least the start. World Tour Final crown. Pool play, again, begins back here at 3:10 local time. Skyliners go unscathed in the QD, topping Lugano, you just saw it, to advance to main draw Pool D. So here are those pools. Briffa, Vienna. Some will call it the Pool of Death. Boz would call Pool C the Pool of Death with Amsterdam, Radon and Partizan.
Yep.
How about Pool B with Miami, Chongming, and Hangzhou? And, of course, Pool D, we just saw the latest entry joining
Lehman and Toulouse.
Lehman and Toulouse, and that is the Skyliners. So those are your 12 playing for it all in the big bag and the big crown. We'll get back to the World Tour Final from Manama in Bahrain. 3 o'clock local time. Don't be late. See you then.